So welcome back to Decoy Noise and another episode of Versus, because we're going over more Am I the Antagonist threads in Am I the Antagonist for hiding my friend's laptop because he imposed restrictions on me in my house. So if you haven't already, please consider subscribing down below and also dropping in the comments section what subscriber number you are. It really helps me kind of track my channel growth. And also, if you haven't already, drop in comments as to how you like the new format and what I'm doing things. Do you like the new me reading the replies on read the decoy coy voice, which is very hard to say, but I mean, I might make its own separate video. I might just keep on keeping it at the very end of the videos. It's kind of it's in the air, so let me know in the comments how you think I should kind of handle me incorporating your replies more often. But I mean, let's just get to the thread itself because we've talked for far too long. So I know the title sounds bad, but please hear me out. This is my first year in college. Everything is working out fine except for my roommate. Ever since I moved here, I just can't stand him. Why? I can write a whole story about why I despise this person, but I don't want to keep this long, so I'll just mention a few key points. 1. He is really messy. His room is a total mess. Not that I sleep there, but I don't have my TV in my room, so sometimes I go to his room for it. Note, we are paying equal rent, so it isn't doing me a favor for it. Wait, so he goes in his room where he sleeps to watch TV? Okay. 2. He used to not even wash his plates until I told him I'm not washing them for him. Okay. 3. He would leave a mess everywhere until I had to explain to him that he is a little kid as to why it's not good to have a dirty house. And 4. Bathroom smells horrible whenever he leaves it. Can't even clean the toilet after each use. Okay. Reading on. Luckily though, I rarely see him because I would spend most of my times at either the library, gym, or with friends or my girlfriend after classes. Now though, because of what's happening, I must stay in the house, which is killing me. I know I have to work out and study at home. I like to jump rope as cardio exercise for 10 to 15 minutes, which can make some noise. 2 days ago, while I was exercising, he told me to stop jumping rope and find something else because I make too much noise. I got so pissed off because I never complain when he does things that bother me, but now he can't even handle some noise for 10 minutes. I told him I won't stop, so he just went back to his room. Yesterday, though, when I wanted to work out again, I couldn't find my rope. I asked him if he had seen it, and he told me he hid it from me and will give it back to me when he finishes studying so he can't concentrate. I got so pissed off because it's just 10 to 15 minutes, maybe 20 with breaks in between. I never complain when he bothers me, but he can't even handle this. Because of this, I hit his laptop when he was out today. While I was working out, he asked if I had seen his laptop, and I told him I will give it to him after I finish working out. He said he has an online exam tomorrow, and then he needs it now to revise, but I refused to give it to him. I'm physically stronger than him, so he can't do anything to me either. He just went back to his room. Well, I finished working out, and he asked for the laptop back. I went outside to get it, but I couldn't find it anymore. I think someone must have stolen it. I told him I couldn't find it, and he told me that I don't give his laptop back today, he will press charges on me, but he has no proof, so I doubt it'll work. He is blaming me for stealing his laptop, but I hid it because he's tried imposing restrictions on me. I didn't know it would get stolen. Today I even caught him stalking me on social media. I called him out on this. Am I the antagonist for this, or did I go too far? So we're taking this decoy card, even though it holds no actual weight to it, but I mean, I think so. You know what, let's pick this apart piece by piece. But before I go into my portion of this, drop in the comments below what you think, that if he's the antagonist, not the antagonist, everyone sucks here, whatever it may be, but drop it down below. But let's break this down piece by piece because there's so much that's going in with this right now. So first he's saying that, look, everything's fine except his roommate. He can't stand him. Here's a few key points. So number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. They're all the same point. So he has 1 point. He doesn't like him because he's kind of messy. So then 2, he's like, oh, it only takes 10 to 15 minutes. And then later on, he's like, look, it takes maybe 20 minutes. So it takes him a long time to jump rope, and it could be distracting. My big question is, why doesn't he just go outside to jump rope if it's only going to be 10 to 15 minutes? Like, he wants to concentrate or whatever. So it seems like he can have a favor of going into his roommate's room to watch TV, but he can't be bothered to not jump rope for 20 minutes? Good God, okay. And then moving on, this guy just wants to work out every now and then, so there's really no big time restraint on it. But the other guy said that when he had an online exam, so that does have a time restraint. So that guy actually has real stuff to do. It just whatever. And then he also said that I'm physically stronger than him, so he can't do anything either. And also the guy had a jump rope that he put it to the side. I'm sure if the guy lost the jump rope, he probably would have paid for it back, because it's like, what? $10, maybe $80 for an expensive jump rope. Like, who knows? But just the idea is he put his laptop outside, which is super irresponsible, and it got stolen. So he's kind of on the hook for giving him a new laptop. Whether he can get caught or not, it's just, it's it's the principle of it. He owes him a laptop. He lost his laptop. Jesus Christ, or whatever. So let's look at the edit right now before we go to some top comments and then some controversial comments. So edit, stop discussing stuff about court and stuff like that. That's none of your business. Simply judge the post, please. I think that's part of it, but whatever. 2, you guys are funny if you think post counts as reliable proof. Again, stop discussing the law. 3, I will no longer be answering or reading any comments regarding to laws. I mean, what? He's asking if he went too far, and people are telling him that in the eyes of the law, he went too far, but he doesn't want to hear it. So, I mean, I'm very curious to see what these top comments are, but also the controversial comments, because that's where the best stuff is. But let's look at this first one right here. You're the antagonist. You hid this laptop outside where it could be stolen, and it did get stolen. It is your fault his laptop was stolen. You are fully to blame. Thank you for the award. It's my first time getting him. So he called this guy out for being an antagonist, and then he got some gold for it, so whatever. The reply is, can everyone upvote this to get to all so his roommate sees this? Yeah, unfortunately, Am I the Antagonist doesn't show up on all anymore. I don't know why, but they just don't want it to be there. So, and the next reply is, you're the antagonist, big time. Additionally, your roommate is doing you a favor, allowing you to watch TV in his room. Seriously, why do you feel entitled to his TV? Your rent covers your rent, which is true. Like, this guy seems so insanely self-centered, it's mind-blowing or whatever. His big point that he wanted to point out at the very end was like, oh, I'm bigger than him, so he can't do anything about it. Like, I understand the guy's in college, so he's not going to have the most mature responses, but I mean, this guy, he's a piece of work here. So, next top post. You're the antagonist, and he has a much better case than you think. You straight up told him you took it. Are you planning on to perjure yourself? Because that's the only way you're not going to be paying for that laptop. The police might even be interested in arresting you and charging you with a crime. Maybe, maybe not. It's hard to say, but it's one of those things where it's hearsay, where it's like, if he turns around and just says like, oh yeah, I'm never going to admit to taking that laptop, I don't know what you're talking about. That conversation never happened. Unless there's text messages, anything written down, or he like wrote him a letter or something, an email. It's just his word against the other guy's word. So I mean, it's sad to say OP does have a point in the sense of like, he doesn't want to hear about the law, court, or anything like that, because he's just never going to admit to it, which is hopefully he's dumb enough to incriminate himself, but likely not. Okay, so next reply. This, and he's also the antagonist for his edits, that he wants us to stop discussing the legal consequences you mentioned. When he's the one that wrote, if I don't get his laptop back today, he will press charges on me, but he has no proof, so I doubt it will work. In the law, it's called opening the door. In the sub, it's called a normal discussion. Yeah, I guess. I mean, he's probably planning on just lying about it. So, next reply. You're the antagonist for hiding it outside. Why would you ever hide a laptop outside? Like, I get that you were pissed and you were in the wrong for this whole thing. You both should have set a time for you to work out that does not interrupt his studying, but no, you hid it outside. You best buy that boy a new laptop. It's a weird phrasing right there. Yeah, he's probably got to buy him a new laptop, but judging by this guy's just utter disregard for his roommate or whatever, he's not buying a laptop. He's just being a jerk. But let's read on. Next reply. Yes, he's the antagonist so hard. All his complaints are, he did X until I told him it bothered me, and when the roommate tells him something bothers him, he steals and hides his laptop outside. That's very true. I didn't even realize that. Like, he would always tell him about cleaning and cleaning and cleaning and cleaning. All 4 points were all cleaning, but when he says, hey, can I study for a while? He's like, oh my God, I gotta throw your, depending on what laptop it is, $3,000 laptop outside. That guy's ridiculous. The laptop is now lost. What a nutbag. I hope he faces consequences. Yes, actually I do too, and I don't want to be too vindictive on a Am I the Antagonist thread, but yeah, that sucks. Next reply is, you're the antagonist. You hit the laptop outside. You talk about having to explain things to him like a kid, and they don't understand the basic concept of not leaving expensive items out where people can easily see and access them. You owe him a new laptop immediately. Real question though, if you were fine with going outside to hide a laptop, why couldn't you just stand outside in front of your place for only 10 to 15 minutes to jump rope if you knew it was distracting him? It sounds like you have some major hangups about your roommate and decided to take all those issues out on one small minor thing. Being petty instead of talking it out sooner bit you in the butt. Now you have to pay up. And that's one thing I'll say, and I don't say it as much anymore. I am definitely the collective hive mind of what Reddit is. Like if there's an Ask Reddit thread or an Am I the Antagonist thread, whatever I end up saying, my knee-jerk reaction in the decoy court will eventually come up in the comment section. It always happens, and everybody likes my channel because it's an alternative to robot readers. But maybe this is the ultimate Turing test. Maybe I'm a robot. Maybe I don't exist. Maybe all the stutters and slips and misenunciations is just the algorithm messing up. But I mean, let's get to some controversial comments because these are always fun. So this guy says, everyone sucks here. You're both being stupid little kids. He may be worse with his poor cleaning standards, but neither of you is showing much decency. So the thing is, so this guy's dirty. So then the punishment is losing a $3,000 laptop. Maybe not, but I'm just saying, these are not equal things. Not everyone sucks here. I think that's why it's a controversial reply, because a laptop is worth much more than having to clean. He started acting like this. They're both being like, you know, stupid little kids or whatever. So they're both acting childish. Like no one's being the adult here. So, oh, here we go. So the next reply to that is, that has to be the stupidest and most immature response you could have come up with. You stole his laptop, which is essential to his schooling. That is not the same as him hiding your jump rope and then giving it back. Very true, but I guess they're both being immature, whatever. Oh, I didn't even realize that was the original poster that came saying that, came back saying that, oh, they both were being kids, they're both acting immature or whatever. He got negative 237 downvotes for that. So I mean, I can kind of see why everybody's kind of angry at this guy. So I mean, drop down in the comments below what you think he should have done if he's the antagonist, not the antagonist. Everyone sucks here. Have you ever had to deal with a dirty roommate and what you did, or did you potentially throw their laptop in the dumpster or whatever? But I mean, if you made it this far in the video, we got the celebration going on right here. Subscribe down below, check out that video over there, and if you haven't already, let me know what subscriber number you are. It helps me kind of track the growth, and I'm actually kind of excited. I feel like 1,000 subscribers is just on the cusp right now. I'm maybe getting to 700 at the end of this week, but we'll see. But I thank you for your support, and I hope that you come back for the next video.